Welcome to Full Time Devils. This is the podcast. I'm Adam Mckola. He is Jay Motty. We've got Mr. Stephen Howson and Andy Tate in the building as well, talking a lot of things there, Andy. We don't want to take you back to those times though right now. We want to stay in the present. In the present, Manchester United are joint top of the league, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on. Don't look at the league table before 10 games in.
Sorry.
Don't be like that.
Sorry for joking.
Can we not enjoy this moment of being joint top?
Sorry for joking.
Ahead of the Scousers, I'll enjoy this moment.
That obviously means title number 21 is coming.
How bad did we play, by the way?
For the first 20.
I know, why is everyone slagging us off like we were rubbish? I've seen some right numpties on Talk Sport.
It was not tactical.
I thought the performance in the first 20 to 25 minutes was a little bit... but
I may have an explanation for you.
Go on.
So I spoke to somebody last week who said, and was like, your touch was a bit shit in the first half. And he went, grass was long. I was like, what do you mean the grass was long? Because I imagine from any of us that have played in Dogshit Alley Park, where it's over your ankle, be like, what do you mean the grass was long?
Hold on. First game of the season, grass is long.
The grass is longer on the east side of the ground than the Stretford end, which might explain why Chelsea look better and then we look better. Imagine that's a tactical thing.
Grass has become a new thing, hasn't it?
Well, no, it's probably been around for a while, I think.
Well, in terms of managers talking about it, and like, we had it last season, didn't we, with Klopp was going on about it, and some of the Liverpool fans were claiming that Pep had things about grass.
Well, Fergie always used to heavily water the end we was attacking all the time. Right. Before the match, he used to heavily water it half time. He only used to water the side we was attacking to slow the ball down in the opposition half. Maybe there's something in it.
Clough used to sit over the hose pipe. Like,
himself?
Yeah.
I love that.
Like, before European games,
and
absolutely waterlogged the pitch.
He is such an interesting character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, his books are good.
Yeah.
He's an absolute banger of a character, Brian Clough.
Don't make him like that anymore.
Why are we talking about grass? You proper just
I'm
giving a potential reason for why there was such a difference in both sides, in both halves. Because I was like...
I know the difference Sunday, it was the finishing. On a better luck.
We only had 5 shots on target, 4 of them went in. How about, maybe if your keeper turned up, you might have actually won. Like, we hit the crossbar twice, we might have won. Well, no, because it would have been 4-2.
Oh, that
was
it that Emerson one? Was his name Emerson?
Yeah.
It was the Tammy Abraham one.
The Tammy Abraham one. The Emerson one worried me because it flashed across.
I went like this.
Yeah. And that's when you start. And that's like my opinion of Pogba immediately after the game on that was that he didn't have the best of games. And I went back and watched the game. Obviously, during the game, I saw his pass for the goal was immaculate. His assist for Daniel James, the weight of the ball was amazing. But like, my memory was clouded by his earlier half performance where he kept giving the ball away and stuff. But then when I watched it back, I just thought, if that's him having an off day.
That was him in the knee-high grass though.
I was the other way around. I was like, I tweeted from like Full-Time Jay saying outstanding or something. I was getting he wasn't outstanding, he was shit. And I thought, I thought he was mint. But then I'd sort of forgotten about the early times he give the ball away because of like the through ball for Rashford and all the rest of it.
Rashford, Pogba, there was a couple of them where Marshall at times in the first half at least that the touch just wasn't quite there for him. And it just wasn't. I thought the penalty came at a great time for Marcus to put
for the
away.
Team?
Yeah.
Probably for the team as well, yeah. But can we talk about that touch for the second goal?
I was just thinking about
Stop it.
But the pass, first of all, the pass is amazing. And we've seen Pogba and Rashford link up a fair bit.
He's on his bike, innit?
Leicester, Spurs, and whether he's out wide or he's through the middle, he bends his run. And Pogba can find him. We saw him linking up with Zlatan in his first season together when he returned, and he kept finding him. And I think in Martial and Rashford, we've got players that will hopefully take the chances.
You know, for that Rashford goal, did anyone else? Was I alone in sort of?
I thought the defender was going to just catch him, and that's why I give him so much ratings for the finish.
The finish
because
was spectacular.
You might not be able to see him, but he can feel that defender.
Yeah.
He knows a tackle's coming in, something's coming in, and he's still maintained his composure. And instead of shifting it onto his left foot away from the defender, he's kept it. And he's like
the Rashford things to twat it.
You know what Solskjaer was saying,
where
he wanted Martial and Rashford to just always hit the net, stop trying to place it in the corner so much, just beat the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And it seemed that's what he tried to do. Martial in the 6-yard box. How often do you see that?
Not much.
Did
played on the wing though? That's
bit of luck with that. He hit his knee. And
did VAR come into your head at all when he went through? When he scored? Did you think about that at all?
No.
Because a few people I was chatting to in a little bit, like, you know, because the constant VAR thing were a bit like.
I celebrated because
like it
deep
sort of
down
held
I
them
knew
back
it
a
was
little
onside.
bit.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But I did think it was onside.
Did you hear the VAR robot lady though?
Who, Alexa?
It was like the most. It was
Alexa,
the most
was that
80s
offside?
Yeah, it was like off an 80s TV program. Checking VAR.
It's like
Andy will be recording that, and
Andy's gonna ask you to phone him later. Put that voice on me for me, Steve.
Yeah, because he had Rashford scored first half just before we got the penalty. Obviously, after the second one, we could have been 2-0, and they went to VAR straight
the
away.
one where he was well offside.
He was well offside, and he still went to VAR. It's
I thought it
stupid.
was a
For
foul, it's
decisions
not
like
foul.
that, it's stupid.
Did you see the
Doesn't
Raheem
need that.
Sterling one?
It
Mate,
wasn't. I've had it
if
rammed down my
if
throat
your
for the last 4
armpit is an
days.
inch
That
offside,
weren't offside.
you're fucking onside. Can we go back to daylight, please?
Purposive approach. Those that
Daylight
have got
was
an LLB in law will know what I'm talking about.
You mean the purpose of the law?
Yeah,
the reason why the law
the
came in.
purposive approach
Bingo.
is why is the law there to prevent goal hanging, not to prevent your armpit being
Yeah.
offside.
So it should go back to daylight then.
And like, what if, like, you know,
That's
me and
the
you,
spirit of the law,
me
isn't
and
it?
you could be absolutely level in line, but because my willy's a bit bigger, or my feet's a bit
Don't know
bigger,
about that.
or
It's like wide, man.
my arms are a bit longer, I'm gonna look like I'm ahead of you, even though we're
It
in
also
line.
doesn't take into account
Do you know what I mean?
what's the movement of people if you're coming past each other.
So then do strikers have to start thinking, he's a bit skinnier than me, so I
Well,
have to
this is it.
hold my
My
run up
belly,
a
my
little
belly
bit.
could put me offside again.
Just go with the
It's
belly.
like Luis Suarez is going to be.
go with the belly.
His teeth are literally always going to be offside.
That champ will be right.
But I agree with that in the spirit of the law. We like that line.
Can we crop that so it's my will is a bit bigger, and then I agree with that. Can we get that bit together?
There's the
That
flip.
line where they've shown how offside he is fatter than how far he was offside. And do you know what annoys me about this is that they will always freeze frame it at that point. But what does actually when the ball is played mean? Because let's say on a 60 frames per second camera.
This is what that guy was arguing on it. He was saying like the camera you've got and all the rest of it, you can't be that accurate as to when the
No,
ball
can you
has physically left the player's foot.
No, to be-
it's not perfectly accurate.
No.
There
So
is-
if you're going to be that accurate at one end, you have to be that accurate at the other end. Or we go back to daylight, which is what it should be, because like Adam said, the spirit of the law was brought in to stop goal hanging. Sterling and the defender are level, right? Let's call it what it is. They're level.
Yeah.
So that should have been a goal. And that's when you know it's bad, when United fans are
Sterling
defending a
hasn't
City
gained
goal.
any unfair advantage.
No.
And if we're gonna, you know, in cricket, like, I know none of us really watch cricket, but I've been watching a little bit recently. Can tell I'm getting old. But they have, like, with decisions from bowling, when they go to the video assistant or whatever it's called in cricket, they have where they give it to the umpire's call if it's too close to call. So surely you can go with, all right, on that instance with, I know we don't want to give City an extra goal. I mean, it might come down to goal difference, you know what I mean?
For
With
what? Fourth?
For us and them? But anyway,
Hey,
how many people
tell
think
ya.
I'm being serious right now?
I think you're right. I think it could.
But,
that
like-
could be the difference.
I'm going to go home.
I think they should go. I think they should introduce something like that where if it's really marginal, you give the linesman. You don't change the linesman's decision.
No, we
or
need
the
to
ref's
change the
decision.
law of the game because, or the
Is
interpretation.
this
I love
not
this.
though one big experiment? At the end of the season, they're not going to go right. We tried it. It didn't work
Well,
out.
no, because it's been in since last season with the World Cup.
I know,
hasn't
but
it?
like properly, like a full
The
season.
whole
of
point
it.
was
mean,
they were
in
getting
England?
ready for now,
Yeah, exactly.
and it
Where
was
God's
supposed to be
watching.
ready.
It took was it Wolves scored Sunday? It took them a minute and 33 seconds to overrule it, and they were just waiting for it to kick off, and they just scrubbed
That
it.
was the handball one, that wasn't it?
Yeah,
Again, though.
but
That's the thing when it goes to VAR as well. You never see it. If there's contact with a hand or with a player fouling someone, if there's just contact, they give the penalty. But contact isn't a foul. Contact's contact. You have to determine whether that's impeded the player illegally to be able to give it a foul. You can't just say there was contact, therefore it's a foul.
killed emotion. Pure emotion. It's killed.
That's what I'm getting at with the
It's
whole
killing the
Rashford
emotion
thing.
of
Did
the
anyone
sport.
Sort of, obviously, no one did. But is there a little bit sometimes, maybe not on that one, where you might hold back a little bit? Do you know what I mean? Like, Teddy in 99, are you thinking, is the fucking VAR going to come in? Or you even go to VAR and you have 2
It
minutes of
almost
messing
just
about
feels like
before-
Probably wouldn't give it because Schmeichel's probably all over someone at the corner.
Exactly, you know what I mean? Yeah.
it's also annoying that they check. I know they're supposed to check everything, but it's almost like they're checking things just so they can find a reason to
Justify
rule it out.
using it.
Like, just if a goal's scored and the ref doesn't think anything's up, nothing really serious has happened. Why are you going through it with a fine call.
Clear and obvious. It was meant to have been the
that's the
thing. That was what it was brought in on. And you go, do you know what? I'm all right with that. Clear and obvious. We're thinking Drogba in 2010, was it? 2011?
6 miles offside, it was, yeah.
That's clear and obvious. You go,
Paul Scholes was
we made
never
a mistake
offside in the
there.
Championship.
No one's going to
Don't
ever
start me
whip
on
up.
that Porto game.
No one's ever going to whip up that Raheem Sterling one and go, well, that was clear and obvious. Because it took 3/4 of an hour, a CSI Miami team and everyone to be able to go, his armpit's an inch offside. And he's not even where his armpit is. It's ridiculous.
How do we know that's not just where his shirt was?
No, I'm saying, what we need to do is get the players wearing morph suits with the bobbles on. Then we'll know for sure whether they was offside or not.
Everyone just wears pants.
Yeah.
Like wrestlers. So United
Like
team can
spandex.
have red pants.
Yeah.
City's team can
Like
have blue
pink
pants.
ones like Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah. Cheeky
Yeah,
ball pops out.
He was heavyweight
Yo,
champion.
I asked
He
for
was
some
cool.
questions on Full Time Devils Twitter today, and what I love about this is these are the first two that pop up. So Carl is saying, do we all get carried away with the results Sunday, or was it just because Chelsea are in a worse state than us? And then Abhinav says, by how many points are we winning the league?
That's what I love. Why not, man? Hey, 21's on the way.
Tell you what, if we get a good start after the first 5 games, like I say, you see what we do
Andy,
next Monday, mate. I'll get giddy.
We'll save that talk for
So-
September.
Yeah, fucking dead right, I will.
Austin says best option on the right wing.
See, I think we got 9 out of 11, me. I think we definitely need a box-to-box midfielder, and I hope that Timbo can be that guy. I don't believe he can be. On the right wing, it almost feels as if we're allowing Greenwood to grow into it in a way, doesn't it? I mean, that would be what people would say if they was trying to make up for the fact we just didn't sign anyone. Because that's what it feels like. We should have signed someone. We didn't sign anybody. We should have done. Like, it was made for Sancho. Look, Sancho wanted that move. They was told 90 or 100 million and went, yeah.
Are they right, though, to do that? Do you think?
Probably, yeah. The guy went for 7 million.
But I do feel
if we
had Champions League, we would have got him.
Yeah.
I think we'll get him
No, it
next
was the
summer.
price.
Does seem a lot. That
It was the
for someone
price.
who's
I
done
think
it.
people are trying
I know
to
he's good, but a good season at
deflect.
Dortmund and his 100 million is a lot for me.
Yeah.
Not
It
right,
was
no.
7.5 million 18 months ago.
That's what I mean.
Or 7 million. Yeah, ridiculous.
Fredo
But,
Andreas
do you know what?
Pereira
I
says
saw this
something-
comment
sorry.
the other day. Someone said, at the moment it seems like going to the academy is a last option, last resort, and it should be the first option. And I go, do you know what? It should be, shouldn't it? It should go, let's say we need to replace Luke Shaw, right?
Yeah.
We go, do we have any left backs in the academy that are ready? Demi Mitchell, not quite. This guy, not quite. All right, let's look who we can bring in. Yeah,
Right.
that should be the first option, shouldn't it? Not like, who can we get? Is there anyone in the academy? Like, just as a mentality shift. I'd like that if that became the way to do stuff. Like, go into that well
It was
first.
weird because it was all, in some ways, I know we spent a lot of money under him, but in many ways, Van Gaal was quite up for that.
Van Gaal told the players,
Do you know
there's
what I
only
mean?
15 first-team places available in my squad. By the time I'm done it, there'll be 10 academy players taking
That's what I
over
mean.
10.
And then we got rid of him.
That's why people that used to criticise him for he deserves to get sacked.
Yeah, I'm not defending
Let's
Van
not
Gaal.
forget that
Worst
December.
football I've ever seen in my
But
life.
people that criticise him by saying, "I got lucky with Rashford," he didn't. That was his plan. If players get injured, the young boys are coming
remember
through.
I know that he told them
Against,
earlier
was
in
it
the
West
season.
Ham?
Donald Love was starting games.
There's a video of me somewhere
Blackett,
saying
you've had
Tyler
faith in
Blackett will be
Blackett,
part
Tyler
of a
Blackett might
title-winning
want him.
team.
Really?
I did say at the
What,
end of the
in-
video for Reading, but
Oh, right,
Chris
okay,
stopped
yeah.
recording at the time. Fredo Andreas Pereira.
What
says
about,
Samuel.
let's go back on this
Every
one.
time I ask Samuel's question,
Don't worry about it. What about
Sorry, Samuel.
if we hadn't have binned him in the way we binned him, which was pretty brutal? He's in the middle of celebrating the FA Cup and they're like, anyway, when you're done kissing that, there's your P45,
Yeah.
sling it. But if we hadn't have binned him the way we had, wouldn't he be in a good shout for a director of football?
Van Gaal? Don't see why not. Yeah.
I
Don't
love-
have a problem with him
well,
doing that. Just had a problem
he
with
has
the style
come
of
out
football.
since and said that United's run completely wrong, so I doubt he's getting a job anytime soon.
Yeah, I know, that's what makes
Kas-
it
Kasik-
So go on, what was he
Kasiksi
saying?
Talel says, "How are you guys doing? How's life?"
What was he saying? Pereira or Fred?
See, when I ask questions, yeah, Pereira or Fred. That's
It's a
Sunil's
good question, that.
Well, I think Pereira gives you flexibility, doesn't it, to be able to play in that wide role.
That whip for the goal. There we
Yeah.
go.
Well, yeah, he's got a good cross on him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. I don't think he particularly played well the other day, if I'm being brutally
I
honest.
thought he was very much like Lingard, and that might be the reason why he's in the team, is that he worked very well off the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that you're going to have to get used to United doing that, giving possession up. We're going to have 40% or less possession against Wolves on Monday. Get used to that. And I think it's going to be very much a
Do you
same
think
game.
Maguire can help, Fred? in a way. My gripe with Fred is he always seems to drop so deep to get in the ball, and he's a bit.
That's where he fucks it up.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering if Maguire can help carry it out a bit more. That might
encourage him to go forward a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know.
I still think the energy, hasn't it, to be that box-to-box guy.
I think obviously he's too early to say with Fred that he's not going to make it.
What's this beer you've got, Jay?
Well, funny you should ask that, Stephen. See, nicely done there. Nice and natural, Howson. I love it.
Couldn't even tell.
Here's a silly question.
Go on.
We've got some beer here for those listening.
Amazing.
Right? How does the offer of free beer sound to you?
Sounds like a good do to me.
Yeah, we've got an offer here for our listeners.
Can I ask it's been in the fridge first, though?
A red, black and white one there for Andy.
Blackberry milkshake.
This is from Beer 52. So if you don't know who Beer 52 are, they're the world's most popular craft beer discovery club. And we've got an offer. So if you go to www.beer52.com/devils and cover just £4.95, £4.95 postage, they'll send you some beer. They'll deliver 8 craft beers. So they have beers from all around the world.
Black
so
shake, milk,
Norway,
Blackberry
Belgium,
milkshake.
Amsterdam,
Black shake,
to name a few.
shake.
So you order it, and the first box
milkshake.
is sent to you the next day.
Browars,
and you
you
can leave
must
anytime.
go.
And you'll also get a snack as well. There's a snack in it. Because I don't drink, but I'll eat the snack.
Curry flavoured chickpeas.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. I'm not making any comment on that.
Perfect for me.
Yeah. You said that. So I gave my dad anyway the beers and he was raving about them. So if you go to www.beer52.com/devils, you get a case of 8
I'm not
beers.
gonna lie, I've had a few of these sent to me before, cases.
Yeah.
So, and I do like, you get a few various different ones every now and then.
Sign up for the next 2 weeks.
Some of them you
as
do
well.
like, some of them you don't like. Find out what you
do. You know what I mean?
know.
And you sign up for the next 2 weeks, you get an extra 2. You get 10 beers free.
10
man.
beers, Jay.
Hey, do you know what I mean?
Alberos.
So visit it, man. www.beer52.com/devils. There you go. What do you want? Free beer?
Pizza.
And then you can watch the game
Pizza
It's all
against Wolves on Monday.
Not telling me someone's done the job here, are you?
Black lad.
Watch the game against Wolves on Monday with 10 beers to see United
Citrus IPA.
go 6 points
Very exotic.
clear at the top of the league.
6 points clear.
3 points clear.
Everyone else is going to lose and we're going to win. Simple as that.
And they're going to deduct 3 points
Yeah.
from City for FFP.
Bullshit. They got off lightly.
They're
Them.
definitely not.
Got off lightly. They got a hefty fine. I'll have you know.
Yeah,
You
I
get
think this
transfer ban.
I
Don't
genuinely
like
think
Chelsea.
It's not like the guy's a billionaire.
This is the beginning of the end. You mark it. You remember it, yeah? August 2019 is where the wheels came
Wasn't
off.
this the exact same thing that Chelsea got a ban for?
No, it's almost like, you know, when Rio
Yeah,
did
it
turn
was,
up for his
but
drug
what's
test
happened
and then
is-
someone else
Absolutely
didn't.
no
What's
comment on
happened then,
that.
since-
No comment on that whatsoever.
Since then, the rules have changed, the regulations have changed, and City got away with without a transfer ban because they admitted it and agreed to pay a fine. Chelsea never had that option.
But
Chelsea.
will look
So
back
I
at it.
think that will help Chelsea now because Chelsea will now go back and say, well, the rules been changed since we're back in action in January. Few more questions coming in.
Just in time for the new manager to get new fresh faces.
Someone's saying, Tom Alvarez says, who was right, Adam or Gary?
About.
Oh, yes.
I'm going with Adam. Maybe
About.
right.
What was it about?
And
Yeah.
Mike Khan says, will Adam ever get another invitation to a Sky
No,
debate?
it's probably the answer to that question.
I said definitely
To
no.
be fair,
He hijacked it.
there was no issues with anyone. There weren't even any issues with me and Gary after. I think we were both right.
And for those who don't know, Macca, tell us what you're on about because
So
not everyone will have seen
my
this.
question to Gary at the Sky Bet,
Debate, yeah,
Debate.
big debate.
it's on YouTube, it's on
thing,
Full-Time Devils
yeah.
right now. Was in regard because he was talking about Newcastle, and how if results are bad at Newcastle, they'll all turn on Ashley. If they're good, no one will care. And I asked him, does he think that will happen at United if we don't have a good season, and we'll see online protests turn to protests in the stands? Because obviously we've sacked 4 managers. This summer we've signed. The signings we have made have been very, very good, but we've not made many, and we've recouped big fees. The last 6 signings: Delo, Fred, Lee Grant,
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, and Daniel James. That's not, that's after us finishing second behind City and having an opportunity to try and close that gap. And I asked him that question, and we just got into it about that.
It wasn't like he was particularly arguing.
Now people seem to comment like, "Oh, Adam, let Gary speak and stuff." Well, he interrupts me as much as I interrupt him, and I think Like when you see him and Carragher do, that's what they do all the time.
Well, to be
And I
fair,
think the whole environment
you're
there,
pushing him for an answer on certain things when he's going on about other things as well. Because it was like,
but there was no hard feelings about it. I got him to sign my dad's shirt and everything after, because I don't business. That 99 shirt is getting done,
and that's on eBay if anyone's interested.
But no, it was a good chit chat. I think we were both right, because I agree with him in the sense that I don't want us to sort of sign players that, you know, like Boateng and all that, and I want us to sign players that want to come to the club. But ultimately, the Glazers have to be held accountable. Like, for years, they've been penny pinching at Manchester United. The back end of Sir Alex Ferguson's time here, penny pinching. When Chelsea were buying the Essiens and the Robins and all these kind of players, we were lucky to get Park to prove to be a massive bargain for 4 million, Van der Sar for 3 million. Like, Carrick around that time was our biggest spend. And then, obviously, we bought the likes of Berbatov later on, but we were never keeping up with Chelsea and City.
City
and we've
was the one
suffered
for
for
me.
it now ever since
When they were
Fergie's
getting
left.
the Agueros and the David Silvers and we weren't getting involved.
And they have to take some blame for the fact that we've had to sack our last 4 managers. There's no structure in place. There's no...
Well, it's not just the fact that you've had to sack 4 managers. It's that, to me, I think David Moyes was a logical appointment at the time. And you, at the time...
Andy
at the time,
Tate shaking his head
Bullshit.
for those listening.
But the reason
Can I just
for
say,
it
I do
being,
agree with him on the fact that I don't think the online protests... I don't think protest gets rid of the Glazers.
well,
Otherwise,
'cause
2005 and
you've
2010
got to
would
find
have-
someone before Bill who wants to buy a
That's
football
the-
club.
That's the
problem.
But I still think anger and protest aimed at the Glazers is coming from the right place.
Actually, do you know what? The only thing I didn't agree, and I know you're all going to fucking hate me for saying this and
I already
jump on
hate
me,
you,
and I know
so-
you hate me,
You
so
can
you'll
start
maybe hate
recording
me a
this.
little bit more, was the Herrera thing where he's like, oh, it doesn't really matter that you let Herrera go and not replaced him.
No, it
And
does.
I think that
You've-
he's just
you've
one
allowed-
of those players that
Doesn't matter.
An
you
international
really
in
lose
his
any sleep
prime.
over. And I thought he played every game when he was fit, and you're not replacing him. So that
International
matters
in
to me.
his prime.
Yeah.
And you can say the same about Lukaku, whether or not you think Lukaku's
you
shit.
said that point.
Whatever.
About that's 15,
Both-
20 goals you're taking out of the team.
Both of those two players have not been replaced. We've improved the defence and we are weaker. Like you said to me before,
I think-
who
I
takes
think-
that right wing spot? Don't know.
I
Not necessarily
think
been
Gary
Lukaku,
Neville
but-
is in a
Yeah.
difficult position in terms of he kind of has to stay positive, because if he goes negative, the whole media story around United is negative.
He's
which
also
I
a football
understand,
club owner.
But also at the same time, like, if United get an injury to Marcus Rashford or Anthony Martial or Paul Pogba or all three of them at the same time, he will then start to realise that we should have replaced those players.
Not only that, we've got our third choice centre forward is going to be Mason Greenwood, right? Possibly Alexis Sanchez. Who the hell knows? He might not even be here by September. But Mason Greenwood is our third choice centre forward. If those three are out injured, we allowed Nishan Burkhardt to go to Freiburg. We literally don't have another forward. I think the next forward's going to be like Alanga.
This is the thing. Like,
Miles away from the
you
first
you
team.
look at like the likes of, I hate referring to them all the time, but you do look at like City and Liverpool, and they've got options. Do you know what I mean? They've always got.
I thought Shaqiri
options.
last season was a great signing for
Yeah,
them.
it made a lot. It didn't cost a lot. We saw what he did against us at Anfield. Do you know what I mean? What was he, 14 mil or something? Not.
I don't even think it was that. It was
he
like
not?
7, was it? or
7
something?
mil, right? Exactly. Say he gets you 6 goals all season. Couple of match-winning ones. You're laughing. You know, Origi comes on for them.
It's not just even what he does; it's what he does by being there.
Yeah.
You know, he allows this guy to have a day off. He
Yeah.
allows this guy to get
They
20
brought in
minutes.
Origi.
substitute.
Brought in stories now and again when they needed him. He got a couple of
Origi
goals.
scored some big goals.
That's what I mean.
I've heard
Sound
Llorente.
about it.
I was talking to a guy from Sky Sports last week when I was doing my interview. Yeah, check it out. But Llorente possibly on a free, and that's like scraping the barrel. That's maybe next month. That's what he was telling me.
Do you know
personally.
what? I'm not even against that.
But
Because I
I'd
know
take
he's
it
past
if it's an
it,
option.
but he's a different type of striker. I'm not saying we should go out and get Llorente. I can sort of understand him having a different type of player, because you can argue that Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford, not the same, but they're similar in a
They're
way.
an archetype, aren't they?
But you
Yeah,
can't play
exactly.
that all season because they're
So
going to
you're just
get
getting a
at
battering
some
ram
point,
now and again. The last
at some
10 minutes,
point,
right,
they'll
let's
let a
go
wall.
on,
They'll
whatever.
get tired. They'll
Sometimes
get
you'll go up
tired.
against a team, but them three can't break them down.
No.
And what you're going to do, start slinging balls up to Juan Mata? No, you're not. Not unless you can sit on someone's shoulders.
Do you remember like on the Jose when we played Liverpool and he couldn't break us down? Like those attackers, they couldn't. They needed something else.
Yeah,
and they didn't have it.
we've gone to Fellaini sometimes.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it, not the greatest footballer. And I can understand why Solskjaer told him to sling it as soon as he got here. But there is an option in having
Mate,
options.
Last minute against Arsenal, I wasn't complaining.
Maybe Matic becomes our auxiliary striker.
Do you know what?
Started
You've
as
said it
an
out
understanding,
loud.
eh?
Someone's going to put it out there. I'm sure. Massive.
Andrew MUFC 1996 says, can Rashford break Rooney's goal scoring record? He's on 47 at the
I'd
moment.
say not this season.
So 200, so 206 behind him.
206.
It's 10 years.
10 years, 26 goals.
If he's here for 10 years, yeah, he'll break it. If he's here for 10 years, yeah.
I'm very interested to see. He's definitely going to break his own scoring record this season. I'd put everything on it.
So he's 21.
He gets that. But
a lot of backtracking around Marcus already, isn't there?
It's always going to be.
Do you know what I mean?
He's got to get more than 13. If he doesn't get more than 13, I'll be
It's been a bad season. He's got 11 to go.
I think him. I got criticised
games in the
for
league.
asking this question after the game the other day on my channel, but I said them two between them need to get 50 plus this season. They have to.
Marcus
And Martial.
yeah.
In the league alone.
It's a big ass stat.
No,
All
not in
comps.
all comps. All comps.
All comps. I'd be shocked
I'd
if
expand that.
If they could get 10, 15 in the league by Christmas, then it's...
I'd say you're more looking at Martial, Rashford, and say Jesse getting
Jesse's got to up his
60
output.
between them.
Jesse needs to
all
up his
comps.
output. Mason's probably going to come bring half a dozen, probably. I would think.
06, 07 time, I fucking told you.
Got this narrative.
In it, about 6 or 7 for Mason. Then
Yeah.
you've got to look. Pogba's probably got to start putting in 7 or 8 minus the pens. And then you've got to look elsewhere. Who else is going to pull some? Aaron Maguire. What do you reckon he's going to get? Like 12, 15?
12, yeah, minimum. You heard it here first, standard. I know Wan-Bissaka's going to start shooting.
Can I tell you that-
You have to
That's
start going forward.
They've just
Also-
told him not to, just to keep it under wraps for now. But at some point they'll be like, you can go forward now.
When I say that season is going to be Rooney, Ronaldo, Martial, Rashford season, United beat Fulham 5-1 on the opening day.
Oh my God, it's exactly
Rooney
the same.
and Ronaldo
Because
scoring.
we beat Chelsea 4-0.
Yeah, we won by 4 goals.
It's uncanny.
We won by 4 goals in both scoring.
And there'd just been a World Cup. The Cricket World Cup's just finished.
Women's World Cup.
Women's World Cup. Do you know what I mean? I saw
Tiddlywinks
as well,
World Cup.
I saw Anthony Martial wink.
Yep. At me.
Ronaldo winked. So there you go. You see, it's written in the stars. Just
Mate.
like last year was written in the stars for the 20-year anniversary of the Champions
And
League
like-
win. It's written in the stars. This one.
You know how Van Persie, number 20, Daniel James, 21,
Jesus.
top goal scorer.
Jeez Louise, man.
Also, Daniel James scored 7 minutes into his Manchester United debut. The quickest goal by Man United player on their Premier League debut since
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
against
Blackburn Rovers.
They both got exactly the same record. 7 minutes.
That
Isn't it
was
mad that we
mental,
haven't.
wasn't it?
Me and
Daniel
you were
James.
saying it at the fan camp spot, weren't we, after the game? We said, when was the last time we beat Chelsea that much?
Was it 94? Was it 94?
94.
Well, I think it's the first time we put 4 past them, I think, since 65, they said, didn't they?
I know
Oh,
we beat
in the
him.
league, I take it. We're not counting the cup.
We beat him 3-0 at the Bridge.
We beat him 3-0 at Old Trafford once.
5-3 Old Trafford, 1998.
Not 4-0 though.
That was
Yeah.
we did 5-3 at the Bridge in the cup.
Yeah,
so.
we did 5-3
Yeah.
in the Brit.
Beckham in the net. We did
Sheringham, yeah.
But listen, it's
I
still
love you,
Chelsea.
David Beckham.
I know they didn't have
It was
Rudiger in
5-0.
there.
One day, David Beckham's gonna sit here. You know,
You heard it here first. He's, what, with us or just
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 with me.
sit
On
in
his
there.
own, just
we're gonna
with
sell
Adam.
that chair to him?
I'll sniff that chair.
But yeah, 4-0 against Chelsea. You can't grumble even if it was a
You can't
new look.
grumble. What the
new look
hell are you
Chelsea
saying?
foot side because people.
Do you know what? I'm sick of this
We
stuff.
beat Chelsea, one of the European champions, 4-0, and you don't feel right to say we're going to win the league.
Do you know how many
this
people
season?
I've seen saying,
Right, yeah,
you
let's
played
get
Chelsea's
that.
under
Sorry, being
21s?
negative.
Pretty sure we had the youngest side out this weekend.
Yep, 24 years
Yeah.
old.
Like, you
Right.
beat Chelsea's under 21s. Like, no, we beat Chelsea. We
I
beat
know,
Chelsea.
I know I hate like the way we do our business and transfer business and all that stuff, but this team is very exciting.
Yeah,
Isn't
it
it?
is.
When you look around at what we've got.
Well, I know. There's exciting elements to it. As a team, it's not quite there for me.
No, but I mean, like,
You can see where
that
we're
defense,
short. You can see-
Fanzabi, Maguire,
You can see
Lindelof.
where we're short. The
Aaron
defence is
Wan-Bissaka.
brilliant. But you see where we're short.
Just need.
That's
just
a
need,
good.
Yeah.
That's a good foundation for something.
It's
Midfield,
not. It's
we
not
need to
there
sort
yet.
that out. Up
It's the
front,
best we've
though,
had in a while.
Mason,
But we got bigger
Martial,
standards than
Rashford. Are you mad?
Yeah.
They are
Frequently.
all 3 of them are generational talents.
No, it's beautiful. But no, maybe Bruno Fernandes. That was been pumped and put out there until the last minute.
In
And still
5
didn't
years'
do
time, Bruno
fuck
Fernandes
all.
is going to be playing for Sporting still.
He probably won't be.
It's probably finally had his medical in 5 years' time. That was fucking dragging
Cut
on.
off that
All
Right.
that crying
Hey.
for nothing. What a crock of shit that was.
Well, he may still move.
Might have got.
Yeah, but he's got his heart set on the Premier
Not
League.
wrong with Crane.
He can only move to another
But how do you
European
know
league,
that?
can he?
How do you know that? How do you know his heart is set on the Premier League?
Text him.
Andy Tate's
How
got
does any of
knowledge.
us know? Like, do you know what I mean?
The Force.
You've got the force, you're not crying on the pitch. And then he got slapped 5-0. You see that Megs he got put on him. Let's stop talking about Bruno Fernandes. Let's go back to these questions. Anything you'd like to talk about?
Yeah.
Any good stories in the
I want
Athletic?
Yes. Talking of the Athletic, Alan Mckola. There was an article in the Athletic. You took on all comers, didn't you, on Twitter the other day? Based on an article in the Athletic. Bit of kidology from you here before you get going. So it was about Johnny Evans. I think it was Adam Crafton. I might be wrong on that.
I didn't even read that article.
Right, Adam basically in the Athletic. If you don't know what the Athletic are, it's a new sports publisher in the UK.
They are going for it.
Mate, they've got a world-class team, right? It's like Van der Mitten, Ornstein. So you know you're going to get good United content on there. Subscription-based, so it means it's completely ad-free and all that stuff. You don't get annoying pop-ups.
You don't get things like this happening.
So, and we've got a deal with him. You might have guessed. So you visit theathletic.co.uk/FTD. You get a 30-day free trial.
I've got mine.
50% off a year's subscription, which makes it £2.50 a month. So yeah, make sure it'll be in the description and on the channel. So go and check that out. But yeah, they did an article saying Johnny Evans basically shouldn't have been sold. I think it was United shouldn't have sold him, or he was,
True story.
Yeah, because this has all come from Brendan Rodgers, right? Has done what you'd expect a manager to do when he's just lost his best defender.
Gas his other one up.
Yeah, so he wasn't our best defender anyway. Johnny Evans is, right? Now most people,
All right.
for starters, they read the
Yeah,
article
whatever.
before they get involved, right? But my career goes in 2-footed and comes out the most outrageous thing you can think of. If Johnny Evans was here now, Vix Lindelof would be his bitch, right? Cue X amount of piss boiling. Like,
listen.
Adam Mckola was basically trending by the end of the day. I was getting dragged in the middle. Have you seen what he's wrote? Like, I'm responsible.
I've
for
trended
what
for
the fuck
worse
he does.
reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So he came out in his statement. Johnny Evans, right, was at one time a very good defender.
Listen. I'll stand
at
by
the
it.
end of his United career, he was atrocious.
I
His
stand by
confidence
Johnny
had
Evans.
gone.
should
Yeah,
have-
and I'm not slagging him off. He's a top lad. Came through the academy, put a lot of good performances. But towards the end of his career, his last season and a half,
Half of my tweet was a
gone.
joke.
He'd
Like,
gone.
I don't think
Because
it'd
that
be
really comes across on Twitter.
I don't think
Known for its understanding.
sarcasm.
I don't think he'd be ahead
Kinda
of,
wrong.
head of Lindelof right now. But half of it was serious.
Do what he does, right?
No,
Just
half
double down.
half of it was
No matter
very
what,
half
stick
of it
with
was
it.
very
Get
serious.
used to this
And
phrase.
it's quite
Fuck you,
possible-
fight me.
It's quite possible that Johnny Evans would be our captain right now if he stayed. But let's talk about that another day. What I'm saying is Johnny Evans should have stayed at Manchester. Yes, it was a bit bad towards the time.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
But he's better than Rojo, better than Smalling, better than Jones. So he's already in our top 4 centre-halves.
I don't know if he is better than Smalling.
What are you on about, Jay?
Fucking
Smalling couldn't
seriously.
pass wind, brother.
Smalling for all his
Johnny
faults, right?
Evans.
Hang on a minute. After
Nah.
Paris, we were raving about
When Johnny
Smalling.
Evans. No,
Who
no,
was?
You was.
You weren't.
You was.
I wasn't.
Johnny Evans, when he had a good
You mean
partner
you was?
alongside him.
Yeah.
When he had a good partner alongside
And
him.
Abdul.
Was gold.
Sort of, he wasn't actually.
That's why him and Maguire was excellent. In fact, Evans and Maguire probably starts for United.
Johnny Evans at United, he'd gone. Like, you could see it. Remember
Some-
Stoke? That ball
sometimes-
over the top where he just literally,
Because
no one
the
around
shit
him,
around
and
him.
he flopped.
Sometimes
Like-
United's too big for people, and I think
Yeah.
it had got too big
Wasn't
for Johnny
too big
Evans.
for Johnny Evans.
I think it had. got
And his
too
brother Corey. I'm not joking.
big. But there is a lot of players that we've sold and
He'd
kept
be in the
sold at
mix.
worse.
I get it, right? He's
Daley
that sort of
Blind.
level, that mix.
Do you see that guy? What he did last
Daley
year
Blind,
in the Champions
Raphael.
League.
Raphael and Daley Blind, I'm with you.
And Johnny Evans.
I'm not.
Nah, Jay. Jay.
And David Beckham.
Hey, Wayne Rooney banging it in the MLS. Damn
Don't some
Championship.
people seriously
Hey.
think that one.
Championship.
Yeah, but that article all started in the Athletic, so if you've not heard of him, go and check them out. Their moniker is the new home of football writing, and they're living up to it. So go and have a look at them. And like I said, you can go and check.
So I
out
gave
our-
them some
our
good
offer.
engagement that day, right?
Yeah, you did actually. Did your bit there, but I don't know. We have let some
Later.
good players go for bargains and for silly money,
Why do we never get good money for our players?
and it annoys me
Because we pay too much in wages.
But even like, do you know, like Chicharito, they would let him go for like 8 million or something. 10
Berbatov
million.
went for £2 million, mate.
Who had
£2 million.
Who had Dembele as well. Who I well wanted.
Oh, he was
£2 million. How was this conversation?
And then he went to Spurs,
Hiya,
didn't
can
he,
we have
Dembele?
Dimitar Berbatov? And he was like, that was £2 million sound. And they was like,
That's like Howard Wilkinson with Fergie, innit? Can I have Eric? Yeah. £1 million? Yeah, right. Why not?
We want Dennis Irwin now, but I'll have
Yeah,
Cantona.
no, can I have Cantona? In his head, like...
Right. That was a
Owen
joke.
Wilkinson
That
was like...
his tweet. It was like a piss take. Like, can I
was
have
good.
Eric?
Eric-
you can.
Wilkinson goes into that
Kevin
day.
Keegan, can I have Andy Cole?
To-do list, right?
Yes, but I won't keep
On his to-do
Gillespie.
list, sign the best left-back in the country. Not on his to-do list was sell the best centre-forward and lose the title for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But that's what he went, didn't do that one. Did them two, though.
How did look at Ali Fergie? He got.
Can I have Irwin?
Eric.
No, fuck off.
He
Give
got
us
Eric.
Cantona.
He got Andy Cole and he got Robin van Persie, all off his rivals.
Yeah.
Like,
Dwight
Robin
York
Van
as
Persie
well.
was cheap.
how
Dwight
does that
York,
happen?
Dwight York
as well.
But
yeah,
Dwight was
Villa
weren't
weren't really a
rivals then.
rival at the time.
I know they were top of the league at the time, or right thereabouts, but
But their
Like,
manager went
Newcastle
mad.
were rivals.
Newcastle
was their
Leeds
manager
was
then?
direct
Oh,
rivals.
God.
Arsenal
John Gregory.
direct.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was John Gregory.
If I had,
He said
if I,
shot him.
you had to shoot him if he had a gun.
He was ace when he got
That's what he said about Dwight York.
Fucking
Stan
mental.
Collymore said he was depressed and he said he needs to get a grip.
Mental
fair-
health in the
Cheers, John.
workplace.
Thanks for that. Great advice.
To be
Just
fair,
get
this
a
has
grip.
nothing to do with his mental health, but Stan Collymore does need to get a grip.
Stan Collymore just waits. Do you remember when he tried to get
Another man that's got me blocked.
Journalist!
Johnny Lescott. When he said
Journalist!
to him, let's meet in the car park.
Yeah, you love meeting in car parks, don't you, Stan?
Johnny Lescott was like, what?
Sandwell Valley specials for Stanley.
Now wrong with a bit of dogging, is there, Andy?
Well, if he's doing it with Sharon Stone, good luck to him.
Sharon Stone.
Oh yeah, someone's watched
Basic Instinct 2. He was the footballer who got killed
Andy's
in the
not only
beginning.
watched that, he's paused it at very certain times for a long time.
I feel so out of the loop. What you on about?
Stan Collymore was
Stan
in Basic,
Collymore's in a film.
He's in
We don't have to say
Basic
allegedly, do we?
Instinct 2.
No, he's in Basic Instinct 2.
No, I mean, we don't have to say allegedly. His dogging is well known by everyone, right?
I think
I
so.
know,
yeah.
I've thrown allegedly out anyway.
Yeah, just put
Just-
I'm
allegedly.
going into the movie,
Bracket
never mind
everything
all
you
that.
say with an allegedly.
Yeah.
And you'd
But
be
he is
alright.
in
But I know
Basic
it's true.
Instinct 2. He is in the opening scene in a very, I think
That
it's a
Oscar-winning
Lamborghini.
epic,
He's driving
Basic
in a very
Instinct
posh
2.
car and with a lady who you can't see because of the camera. and he
Top
ends up being
5
dead.
football appearances in films, go.
Cameos.
David Beckham and Bending Like Beckham.
No, it's not him. It's not him.
So lookalike at the airport.
Never
Is it
seen
that
it.
proper shit lookalike as well?
Yeah, it's not. Have you actually
I've
watched
been
it properly?
deceived.
I think he
Buy in.
follows me on Twitter.
Really? Oh mate.
Jamie Vardy
Donald
one
Trump,
followed
Home
me
Alone
for-
too.
He's weird.
Football-
Did he get an
football
injunction
is
against
nothing
him?
Yeah,
That's
he should've. He
hilarious.
should've.
I'll go Pele, Mike Bassett.
I don't like Pele. Mike Bassett is a great film.
Yeah, Pele. That really, hateable
I think
figure.
Pele is so overrated.
What? Why?
Counting goals against
Listen, Lukaku's 4 goals.
prison
count
officers and
against
stuff.
Big Olmo.
Oh, mate, there was an Inter fan that was trying to argue with me like every
I
club.
noticed that.
Oh, yeah.
I noticed that on my timeline for about 8 hours.
Do you
problem.
need to say there was an Inter fan? You just there's a fan of every football club that argues
Okay,
with you, right?
but there was this particular time as an Inter fan saying that all
So you're
clubs.
getting into the argument about the word appearances and the semantics of it.
Yeah. It's not an appearance.
Is that
it's
on
a
his
training
Wikipedia?
session. They didn't have shirts on. They had training shirts on with no
You got
numbers.
shin pads on.
Yeah, they
You
had no
have
shin
shin
pads on. This is a training session. Call it a training session.
But that
They
club,
didn't even want to celebrate goals.
that club has got like a capacity. Because this is how bad it is. I was actually looking up who are these people, and it's like they've got a capacity of like 1,200 fans or something. They're like in Serie D.
They may as
They're
well have
barely
played
going.
hashtag or the Dons.
Yeah, and if you see
Who's
some
got
of
a
the
more
defending, it's
challenging
like, yeah, nah, do you know what? Let him have that.
I would have said Lukaku was just walking around the place, but I won't.
But he was.
Go on then. Who's your top cameo in a football film? I've done mine. He did his, even though it didn't count.
I don't think Vinnie Jones's ones count as
He did
cameos because he
basics.
actually just
Yeah,
acted, didn't he?
Vinnie Jones's Snatch would then be any
Vinnie
Any
Jones
man
and
from
Lockstock's
Escape to
actually
Victory.
good.
Snatch and Lockstock's amazing.
Yeah, they're two well underrated films.
They-
eh?
Snatch
Do you know
is in my
what?
top
Can I just
5
say,
films.
just in case you're watching,
Lion King.
Guy Ritchie, you are a talented motherfucker, and those two banging films.
But then you fell off.
Yeah, man, come on. He did some.
Yeah, King Arthur. Oh, David Beckham's in King Arthur,
David Beckham.
Oh,
and he's pretty ordinary in it. To be fair, he's got a real
Yeah.
fucking weird accent.
yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Is that
scene. I've
that
not
film
seen
where
the
Keira
film.
Knightley gets her baps out?
No, that's King Arthur. I think. Was it? Is it?
What did I say?
No, you're right. It's
Different
That
one,
was
I
a
think.
different King Arthur. That's a Clive
Wasn't he in
Owen King
Game of
Arthur.
Thrones? Well, I don't watch it, but wasn't Beckham in there? Or was that Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran's in it, man.
What?
That's my favourite
Hang
football.
on. How do you
Can't believe
confuse
it.
David Beckham and Ed Sheeran?
Can't believe
They look the
Ed
same,
Sheeran,
don't
mate.
they?
No.
Honestly, it does
Now,
my
I
head
do
in.
think David Beckham was in Game of Thrones. Nick, Google it.
Pull that shit up, Nick.
I don't think he was.
Did anyone see that tweet?
Random football name, go!
FN Okoku.
Oh,
JJ Okocha. He's 46 today.
Oh, Yuri Djorkaeff. Oh, what a player.
Christoph Duggery, seeing as we're going on a theme of Bolton.
Oh, Ivan Campo.
He had a good
Ivan Campo was in, right? How did you
Gary
go?
was good for Birmingham City.
Yeah, he was.
Remember Walter Pandiani?
Fernando Hierro.
I never understood, right, how Bolton got Ivan Campo from Real Madrid when he still had a lot left in
Do you
the
want to
tank.
move to Manchester, kinda?
Yeah, nearly Manchester United, but we're near there.
Like Robinho.
Go to Old Trafford. I'll pick you up.
Thought you
from
played
Old
in
Trafford.
red.
Big up all trying to take you to the Reebok.
George Weah. Thought you played in red. Don't worry about it.
Mate, that was sick, that, when they got him. Bolton had some players,
Did
mate.
we find it?
Guy Kuchea.
It
It's
wasn't
not in
in
it. I told you it wasn't.
Did anyone see that tweet at the weekend? Someone
No, I
about
haven't
this
gone to that.
Barnsley fan. He had the neck like that. Fucking tall neck. And he's like, next time you come to Barnsley, I'll fill you in. You fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
mate, I saw that. Fair play to him, though. Why should he take
Man,
shit on
he has
Twitter of people? Of
He's
random
the
people,
longest neck I've ever seen. Like, his head's like big.
Are we?
up here.
Are we? Is it a disability, Andy? Are we going to get in trouble for you?
Listen,
No, he's actually.
Are we going to be on a split screen on GMTV in the morning?
the laugh. So he got grief about his appearance in there, and he went back at him and said, "Come on, and come down."
And the guy said, "I'll give you a Chinese burn on it."
That's made me remember where it come from. Yeah. I've seen it now. Are you sure that's real? And
The internet's undefeated,
I
mate.
don't know if it's real or not, but it's Barnsley were in the Championship, aren't they? So the manager was
Barnsley's an
celebrating.
unfortunate accent.
Barnsley, yeah.
You could be
We smashed
like
them.
Professor Brian Cox. Can you imagine him with a Barnsley accent?
Do you remember when
Imagine
Peter
if they
Schmeichel
gave-
threw the ball at a Barnsley defender's head and it went in? No, it never went straight in. We lost 3-2. Or we might have won 3-2.
Beat him 7-0.
But Peter Schmeichel
Once was
threw
a
the
man.
ball at the Oatwell. And it
Was he
defender's head.
before or after he
It
started
hit the striker's head and then the striker booted
joined
it in.
City?
I still can't take.
It might have been the
Peter Schmeichel
season
after
we won the
playing for
treble.
City.
No, absolutely not. It annoys me that
No,
people
not
still
yet.
He's
like-
he's on
79.
MUTV a lot now, and I go.
Yeah.
You know
he's
who else
just
on
like,
MUTV? Ron Atkinson.
It's not gold. Let's not.
This is a black hole.
Lovely Ron Atkinson. His commentary. He's so woke, that Ron Atkinson. He needs to say what he thinks.
Oh,
now and
there
again.
was a
Stop being so
sketch
bloody
that
liberal.
Badil and Skinner did, and they said someone was out injured because they'd had a cyst removed, right? And they said, "Here's another man who's had a cyst removed off his chest," and it had Ron Atkinson in his United training jersey, and it's got R.A. on his chest on it.
Oh, that's a good one.
It works better visually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy's not impressed with that one. Sorry, Andy. Not upset.
Andy don't get it yet.
I don't get it. I'll
He's
get
going to
it
be on the
next
bus home and he'll just start laughing.
week. Metrolink, mate.
He's
Metrolink.
gone up in the world, Andy.
Yeah, don't bus it.
More
Right,
questions?
Wolves. Oh, no, you've got something.
Wolves.
Does anyone think Rashford's going to beat Rooney's record then? Because that was the question.
All right.
I'm up for some revenge against Wolves.
I think you've got to get a good few years in of him playing in a position where he's allowed to attack. If he continues this, even if he's on the left-hand side, I think it works with him and Tony Marshall this way. And if he's able to start putting decent runs together, what Rooney did, forget everything else about him, but what he did, the consistency that you need to become the record goal scorer at a club like United, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Thing is, as well, and you need, like Rooney did, those one or two absolute banging seasons.
Yeah, 34.
Yeah, he had a couple of them, didn't he? If you look, Rooney was like you say, very consistent in like the 15, 16, 18, but then he had a couple where it was like 34, 30 odd.
Yeah,
And
you need to get over the line with a couple.
Oh, man,
couple of them.
Rooney was banging him in up till he got injured at Bayern Munich. I remember that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
I think he does it.
09-10, he was just knocking
I think
him off
Rashford
the
does
front.
it.
I'd love him to do it.
I think he does it.
I'd absolutely love him to do
Because
it.
look, football's changed. So, like, the levels are being pushed up. There's going to be a point in time where we're expecting him to be banging 30, 35 goals a season. Levels have changed. It's not no longer 20 and we're happy.
Yeah, but that was only
And I think-
a 80s and 90s thing where the game, how
I
many goals
think
per game dropped.
eventually Rashi
Like
will
Tommy
be
Taylor
scoring
was
25 to 30 a
40s,
season
Dennis
regularly.
Law, 30s, 40s.
I hope he
And I
does.
think this might be his first season where he hits 25.
Rooney never finished a season with 20 goals in the 20s, I don't think. It was like 19 and below or 30 and above.
Yeah, I think you're right. He had like
Which
a
is
couple
mad,
of
innit?
mad seasons. I feel for Rooney, right? Because I always think he was 2 injuries away from. I know he's legend and all the rest of it,
Internationally and
but
club.
like when you look at that injury you got against Portugal, and you look back at the injury at Bayern Munich, those 2 seasons, I think we could have won the Euros with him in 2004, and I think we could have won the Champions League with him in 2010.
It was ridiculous at
And I
Euros.
think he
We
would
would
have
have won a league.
He would have carried them.
We would have won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
If not for getting injured.
And I think
we didn't-
Oh,
those
City
injuries
are
against
going to do
Chelsea.
3 in a row, aren't they?
Yeah. Nailed them. They're not even.
I don't count them titles.
They didn't even look like they got out of second gear, did they?
Probably 4 as well.
They've got that thing as well where teams give up already. Like they concede a goal.
Would you rather winning 3 in a row?
Put 5 past someone.
Nah,
I know.
And water is wet.
Yeah, we'd be looking buzzing them out.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
That was mine.
What was it?
Text.
That's a reminder to take your tablets. Don't forget.
Do you see Gomez getting played this season? If so, how? Where? Says Man United Muppet.
On loan.
I hope not.
He can't go on loan until he signs a deal.
I hope we keep him this season. Like,
I hope what they would do is send him to a second tier league in a team that's going to dick it, like a Lisbon.
Yeah, you said
something like that. But sign him, give him a big old contract, like a fat contract, one that's a bit eye watering for you. So when he goes out there, drills it, delivers, he comes back and you're like, that's a bargain contract. But one that he's double happy to sign, because you're going to lose a genuine world class potential talent if he just goes. I
agree. I think he's the most. I know everyone loves Greenwood and we all do, but Gomez in a way is like the most exciting player for me. I was loving when
the vision. The vision, you can't buy that shit.
Outstanding.
The creativity is that because he sees things other players don't see.
And do you know what? I've seen maybe 4 games from him where I've seen him run. Out of like 50, 60 games I've watched him.
Really?
He walks. And you don't get mad because when the ball comes to him, he's got days. He's got absolutely days. And he'll put an inch perfect pass on a sixpence to someone in the right spot with the right weight on it.
I feel he needs to introduce him to first team football and get him playing regularly. We need to be playing well.
Yeah.
I feel.
He's got to come on against the likes of Crystal Palace and John,
did he come on? He didn't
like
come
Norwich
on.
And that.
Nah.
He's got to come on
Daniel
in those
James
games.
and
Joe, when you know you're going to win, but you also know that this is going to be hard to break down.
Yeah.
That's when he's got to play, and that's when he's got to be given the license to be the guy that creates and the responsibility to create. Because you give him Greenwood, Marshall, and Rashford as runners, he'll find them.
See, this when you talk like this, it just gets you excited again, doesn't it? Just think
21 is coming.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day?
I'm doing that on every video.
It might get to 10 years before we win a title, which is pretty grim to think about, but it might. Right? Let's just be real. It might.
10 years?
It might get to 10 years.
Right.
2023. It's not that far away. It might get to 10 years. Can you imagine how much fun it's going to be when we next do it?
So long as you've had to go with that title?
Like, at the moment?
Now, yeah.
6 years?
Now.
Yeah, now.
What's yours?
67.
I was born in 89.
Mate. I went to full 26.
Did you go to full 26?
I went to full 26.
I did 13. I did 13.
For these two even born.
My first 13 years.
Well,
first 12 years.
Well, if you're counting from when I was born, like 83 to
yeah, that's what I mean. So I mean your lifetime.
I was born in 89.
Yeah, but I wasn't going.
I can't remember football.
So you've never. So this is
my first memories of football when I'm 4 or 5.
No, but this is your longest time.
I can't count when I wasn't going. I'm not counting when I wasn't going. Not from when I've been going. Like I went in 1990. So I was winning the FA Cup. So I was winning the European Cup.
2 years,
Cup.
Yeah. 3 years.
A couple of years before we win it then. Mate, at that time,
this is the longest
we win the
I
FA
can remember.
Cup, we win the Cup Winners' Cup, we win the League Cup, we win the League. Okay, this is normal. We win stuff. This is just normal to 8-9-year-olds.
When I started going on my own with my mates, was actually 92-93 season when my dad stopped taking me and I started going with my mates.
When you kept on winning it, though, that trophy felt like your personal property, didn't it?
Yeah.
No fucking
still hurts,
touches,
like things like 95 against Blackburn. Still fucking burns. Like...
Well, if you look at how many what Fergie failed to do, or how far away Fergie was in all of those years, like you can make an argument that we should have won them all back to back.
Was it a point in 40 years? It was a point on goal difference. Out of the 8 times we finished second, it was either 1 point on goal difference.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
2010 on offside.
Andy Cole, West Ham.
Don't read out McCloskey.
ZN says, should Pereira be a regular starter, and what should the game plan be against Wolves? So I suppose this takes us nicely into the Wolves preview.
It's about containment with Wolves.
Woo!
Really?
I think it's about containing them because they'll come at us. Definitely.
You got to let them have the ball like Chelsea.
Like you said, they'll have a lot of possession. That's what you said.
Yeah, they'll have 60% possession, I'm sure. Same plan, very similar plan to Chelsea. Invite them on, block off the lanes inside the box, which we're pretty good at. Watch Luke Shaw, cover him, and don't leave him on his fucking own again. And hit him on the break, but be clinical when we do. Score.
I think we win this time around.
We owe them bastards.
I'm not saying that because of the Chelsea game. I'm saying that because they've been in the middle of the Europa League run, which may actually benefit them because they'll be more ready for competitive football. But I just think that Monday, Thursday kind of thing is going to affect them.
I think that's
and I also think the fact that we haven't we haven't beaten them since they've returned to the Premier League. We drew at Old Trafford. We lost at the Molineux twice. So I'm glad that we're not going into a game against, say, a Norwich at home. All due respect to them. In fact, no respect to them after what happened to you on the weekend. Then going into, Wolves away keeps us on our toes. It keeps us focused. We've got fresh memories of being beaten.
We've not had a good set of results, have we, against them last season, and they outplayed us in those games. Even the 1-1 draw at Old Trafford, I know it was a different side. It was Jose Mourinho team, but they did outplay us.
What changes?
In many ways, that was the first real nail where you were like, why am I watching Wolves play the sort of football I want to see?
I was in Lanzarote when we drew that one.
Pogba had enough of it, didn't he? Like,
what changes do you think we should make?
Do you need to make any changes?
I think Fred might come in for Pereira.
Why?
I think is more with Pereira against Chelsea. I felt like he was popping up all over the pitch.
He wasn't really on the right.
He was moving around all over the place, and I think Fred will do that, but from a deeper position. And I think we'll look to have maybe McTominay and Fred a little bit deeper, with them Pogba further ahead, rather than McTominay and Pogba going. I think we need to be tighter in midfield against Wolves.
What's the script with Matic? Is he fit?
No one cares.
I think. I hope we are seeing. I hope we are seeing Ollie.
I'm not
trying
to.
Ollie getting out that Smalling, Nemanja Matic. I read an article this week where it kind of.
Oh, it felt good to not see him in the squad on Sunday. To me, when I was seeing the team sheet, I thought I felt really good.
Do you know what the one that got me the most excited? Axel was the third choice centre half, not Bill and Ben. Flower pot man.
You think they'll play in games this season though?
Yeah, of course they will.
Yeah.
Europa League.
We pay them too much to not play them.
If they're playing in the Carabao Cup or Europe, I don't think there's anyone have a problem here.
Trade.
No, but I don't watch them in the Premier League. Just don't watch it. Yeah, don't watch.
Whoever's the new sponsor of that trophy must hate
Wounded.
us.
Yeah. So the leasing.com, don't call after a website.
Unless you want to call it after youtube.com/FullTimeDEVILS.
Someone asked me the other day, who'd you rather go on a night out with, Smalling or Jones? Jones all day.
Yeah, it's that mental one, Sophie, isn't it?
Yeah, all right, yeah, because you're like,
do you know what? Get dressed up in your Jaeger.
My answer didn't make it. I said Phil Jones because one, the gurning faces, and two, someone like me can't go out with someone who's going to be rocking up in suicide vests. He never made the video. I wonder why.
Not tonight, lads. It's not your night tonight, lads.
Also,
we're full in here.
I imagine Phil Jones is
context for people. Smalling has worn a suicide bomb vest.
The Jaeger bomber
to a fancy dress party.
That was his.
That's the context.
Witty quip.
During the Mizey era.
But he's also a vegan, right? Nowhere have you ever gone on a night out and gone, let's go fuck up a kebab shop, and someone's like, did he do tofu? Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Man, I'm just having salad chili mayo. That is emotional, isn't it? If you go chippy after a night out, you're literally having salad chili mayo. That's it. Sad times. Sorry, vegan gang. We do love you still. Vegan Reds.
I don't.
Who's your Wally of the week?
I am Madam Mckola. Go on, use that. Go first. I don't know.
My Wally of the week would be. I don't know who he is. On
Talksport.
Yeah, I think you did your usual thing of pointing out his faults.
Inaccuracies.
Yeah, his inaccuracies.
Not Adrian
Giving
Durham,
him a bit
is
of feedback on his appearance on Talksport.
He got feedback.
Yeah, I'm sure he. I saw he did. I don't know who he is, but
who are you?
Bryant or something. Bryant was it? I don't know.
I don't know.
No. It's some guy on Talksport who said that United were basically rubbish. Pogba was crap after the Chelsea game.
Was it a Chelsea fan by any chance?
I don't know. He's one of them.
I think he's a United fan.
No, I don't know. I think I looked on his Twitter and it's a bit ambiguous who he supports. But yeah.
Oh, one of them dicks?
Yeah. Like, sponsored by Adidas or whatever. But
by the way, check out Pundit Jay on Twitter. Yeah, he's the best.
Pundit Jay?
Yeah, and it's not Jay, but it's another guy called Jay.
Twitter, he's a
I think he's from Withington.
Covers the
He's
United
fucking
City
funny.
games and he commentates over them. He's mint.
Is it?
Ian Wright was sharing his video.
It's a shame that his account's probably going to get blocked when they realise he's been using Premier League rights.
Maybe we can get him in to do something with
We'll
us.
get him in, right? Pundit Jay.
What could we get him to do with us?
Can't he do a watch along or something?
That's a good shout.
Yeah.
I reckon he's probably not that funny for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think he's got to be edited.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll get him to watch the edited highlights. Between the two of them.
Who's your Wally of the week, Andy?
I'm going to go for the VAR fucking robot. Fuck it. Siri, whatever the name is. Siri, whatever.
Siri.
Dalek.
Right. Go on,
Who's
yours.
yours?
Any fucker who writes for the fucking Sun. Anyone. All of you. Fucking retire.
Oh, yeah.
And close
What
that
was the
cunt
latest one?
right down.
Sanchez and Greenwood have had a fight.
Because he fouled him in training. Like, that doesn't happen
Oh,
400
bollocks.
fucking times a day.
Who fouled who?
Greenwood fouled Sanchez.
Yes.
Good. Good.
Yes!
Fucking
Come on,
good.
Mason.
Good.
I love these
Right?
youngsters that proper
They
just
don't
don't
give a
give a
fuck.
shit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care if you're Alexis Sanchez. I'm putting one on you. Lukaku can get it to everyone.
Yeah.
Sending them out of the club.
Fuck them. Fuck them all. Like,
Give Greenwood Sanchez's wages.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
It'd be different if he
Yeah,
tackled Pogba, wouldn't it?
Sun trying to just write utter shit and stir shit again. I mean, they've got favourite thing ever, innit? Yeah,
Have they run out of dead girls' phones to hack or something?
possibly.
Or archive footage of Patrice Evra using the N-word to his mate in the hotel room. Remember that one?
That weren't archive footage. That was on YouTube. That was one of the funniest videos.
No,
of
but that's
all
what I mean.
time.
It was some years
When
ago.
he tells
No, it was when
Lampard
it
to
was-
suck
it
his
was when it was
pussy.
in Monaco, and
It's when he
used
tells Lampard
Yeah,
to suck
but
his
they used
pussy.
it in the Evra Suarez debate.
Oh, why didn't I think of using that this weekend? Suck my pussy lamp.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
We can still do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
I
Quickly
love
right
you.
now.
I love you, Pat.
I'm gonna
He
tweet
doesn't,
it
he
right
doesn't
now.
love Pat Patrice Evra.
This is my
Luis
original
Suarez.
idea at Chelsea FC.
Wait, I can't wait till he does his book and he admits what he said.
I can't wait till he comes on this bloody
will.
show.
One
I
day
can't
he'll
believe
admit it. He'll
I
admit
can't believe
that
that
he did it.
that Evra has forgiven him, and I genuinely believe he has as well because I think he's like that.
I think
'Cause I'm
Patrice
not.
Evra is one of them guys that wants to be at peace with himself.
Hang on,
Within
can I
his
bring this
soul,
up actually as well? I
within
know
his
MUTV's had a
heart.
bit of a panning for that fucking whopper, Steve, whatever he's fucking called is. Mate, for starters,
What's that? What's going on?
put a
this
new
show
suit
today?
on. Every fucking show he's on, he's wearing a fucking black suit with a black tie.
Who?
It's called Steve on MUTV.
he
The
a
guy that
presenter?
laughed. The guy that laughed when
Oh,
someone
right,
phoned
right,
up for the
right,
anti-Glazer
okay,
thing.
right, yeah.
Right?
He laughed about. being
Forget about it.
anti-Glazer.
That's the side piece. But anyway, there was some guys on the other day. I think Lou Macari was one. I can't remember who the other guy was. And he was trying to fucking talk about Luis Suarez playing for Man United as a fucking good idea. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you?
Right.
How
Luis
dare you?
If Luis Suarez
I would leave.
signs for United, he's done. Go in the game.
He will never play a game for United.
Right, I know he will.
I will go to
I
jail
couldn't
to
support
ensure
him
it.
Still,
I would chuck me season ticket.
I
in
couldn't
Madrid
support a
rather than
racist.
Watching him, not a chance. It was the same when Terry was linked with us. Not having it.
living with us.
Do you know
When
what I
was
mean?
John
Say
Terry
living
living
with
with you?
us.
Linked with us when they said Mourinho was going to bring him
He
in.
just sleeps
Yeah.
with players' wives, him. You know what I mean?
What? Just.
What?
Just.
So that's where Anton Ferdinand.
I know.
Hey. We like our racists, like Ron Atkinson in the studio, commentating on
But he is
things.
a womanizer as well.
Allegedly.
Just ask Paul Wayne Bridge.
We don't want him on the pitch.
Paul Wayne Bridge ain't Paul Wayne Bridge when you got Frankie Sanford coming home too.
Yeah, one of the Saturdays, man. Fucking.
I don't care about Wayne Bridge anyway, the blue. Muppet.
So fuck the Sun
Yeah.
and fuck Luis Suarez.
Yeah. Who's your Wally Lee?
I don't know.
The Sun and Luis Suarez.
Yeah. But I wanna actually
Yeah.
think of one as well.
Adrian Durham.
Yeah, he's that
But
talk
he's
sport
a
drive.
character,
They blocked
does
me.
it on, he does it on.
He blocked me for swearing, but I was having a normal conversation with him, and like I accidentally swore in it.
Yeah,
not at him.
Yeah, he used
I
that
just
as an excuse.
and it's like, oh, if you can't have it's like, mate, it's just like like I just accidentally said shit or something like that.
But he's not an expert. He's never played football. He's somehow become like an authority on
It's
it.
just like us, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's
Except
like,
we're actually fans that
go
pay
to
to go
games.
to
Who's even
games
support?
that have been supporting clubs. I think he's
Oh,
supporting
it's
Chelsea,
no, it's Peterborough.
Durham.
It's Peterborough.
Is it?
Peterborough,
Yeah, he's one of them.
the posh.
Every referee
I
that supports
support-
Altrincham.
Yeah.
Cough, mate.
I
That,
didn't say
the,
that.
the
I
entire
My
fucking
mate shouted at
fan base.
him. He went, "You fucking old chingo."
Like, if referees
You
actually
middle-class
went
bastard.
to watch the fucking clubs they support, non-league attendances would be tripled. Fucking lying
yeah.
bastards.
Hey,
No,
Mike-
you don't. Just admit who
Mike
you
Dean when he
support.
sees the cameras when he's got
Oh,
the Tranmere
mate.
game. Quick.
What is that all about?
Yeah. Sit down, you muppet.
Because it's like proper unnatural.
I know.
Like
It's OTT. Isn't it?
You're 60. Relax.
it's
Yeah.
like
It's like dad
Imagine
I'd
if you
understand
went
it in
to
the
a
middle of a
match with your
goal
old man,
celebration, but
and your old man's doing shit like that, you'd be like, I'm not bringing you again.
Yeah. Sit down.
Fuck
Fuck
you
it,
doing?
you
Spoke
only
about
live
this.
once. Let him celebrate.
he's
He's
not celebrating.
He's being a
Performing.
ball bag.
For the cameras.
Yeah.
Put it one way, if we win the league again, I will go fucking apocalyptic on every fucker.
No doubt about it.
Fucking dead right I will.
Remember that in May when it's title number 21.
I never said that this
What
May.
is Andy going to do on Full-Time Devils when we next win the league?
What are we going to do when we win the league?
What is going
We don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but are we having a party?
Yeah.
We're going to do it in Manchester?
Yeah.
I think we should organise a party,
massive
a Full-Time
party
Devils
in
party
Manchester, yeah. What?
at the end of the season.
Can we do it at the Etihad?
Remember when Red Issue did that?
No.
I missed Red Issue.
No. You're being serious.
He's being serious.
I don't think I could book it in my name.
Yeah. No, I don't think you could somehow.
Should I try and book it
We
in
could
my
book
name?
him. We could book it in
Walking through a
Social Care.
stadium tour tweeting out live tweets about Man City.
They did ask me to come and stop tweeting as well.
Yeah, so just don't forget before we go them offers we've got. 52. Got to do me bit here. And the Athletics. So check it out in the description.
It's theathletic.co.uk/FTD lowercase, yeah?
Yep, that's the one.
So if you put FTD in, it don't work. That's because you
on
put
there
caps.
They've got this one on there yet?
And what, sorry?
On the Athletic.
Have they got what?
Have you got this podcast on there yet?
Oh, I don't know.
No, but
We'll
we're
have to- we'll
talking
have
to them
get
about that now.
And Beer 52 is beer52.com/devils. So check that
Free
out.
beer.
Free beer, man. Free beer and a magazine that's.
But then you have to pay, obviously.
Yeah.
So read the
But
T's
you
and
can
C's.
drop out and all that. What's that?
My series getting a bit excited.
I squidged the ball, I did. You ever
Did
just
you?
do that sitting down? Oh.
My Instagram went up after fucking Sunday. Fucking mental. I got 9,000 something now.
These are the random
Yeah,
thoughts.
9,000
Who are you on
followers.
Instagram? Go on, tell everyone then.
Hashtag influencer.
Go on.
And underscore MUFC underscore Tate. Follow me if you want. It's your choice.
You want to plug something? Your bub? Plug that?
No.
Everyone knows who you are anyway. You don't need to plug. Hey.
I don't so.
It's like, do you know what I mean? Come on. We all know about you.
You want to plug something?
Nah, just, you know.
The Athletic.com.
Yeah. You're going to read one magazine, make it The Athletic.
Make it online.
I'm going to
online
I'm going to a Comic-Con this weekend in Birmingham, TFN.
I'm charging £5 a
Hasbro
ticket
won't
for an
give me
Andy
free
Tate meetup.
Transformers, I will be there to collect.
If anyone wants to meet Andy Tate,
definitely.
DM me,
TFN,
send me
TFN
your
Nation it's called.
£5 PayPals, and we will meet up.
Birmingham
where is
Metropolitan
it?
Hotel.
You're giving your hotel away?
No, that's where the
The Comic-Con is at the Birmingham Metropolitan Hotel.
Who's going to be there? Is there any
Andy
celebrities
Tate
out
meet
there
and
than
greet.
yourself?
People used to
Andy
star
Tate's
in
the biggest.
who write the Transformer comics, Star Wars stuff.
I might turn up and
write the
say, "Nice,
cartoons.
Transformer comic." Who's going to know that?
The actual Bumblebee from the
Put some massive specs
car.
on.
Yeah.
Because that kind of looks cool with a bald napper.
Yeah.
So like oversized massive specs. Like Specs Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Right? And then just chat utter bollocks and people will think you did it intellectual.
Say actually, this comic is actually Shakespearean if you look at it. Oh man,
So it's actually post.
Yeah, we got. We're running out of time. I've seen cameras dropping like flies here, so the last one's gonna go. The last one's gonna go.
dismantling the
Sorry,
studio.
have you got somewhere
As
to
we
be, Nick?
speak, like, he's like, enough of this nonsense.
Everything is
Can't
dying.
see him over there and all that black.
But United's
Yeah.
title hopes have not
Blended
died
in.
this weekend. They are well and truly on.
21.
37 4-0's got it in the fucking bag.
21.
If that happens, we have.
Yeah, if that happens,
I love that people think we're serious, and that is why I love
are.
life, because you're just
We are
stupid.
serious.
But 21's coming home anyway. Subscribe, like, comment, share on iTunes, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, Spotify. Anything else we're on these days? Drugs. We're on drugs.
iTunes.
That's a space
we mentioned
programme.
that, YouTube,
Pornhub.
everything else. Yeah.
Pornhub, yeah.
Chelsea are on a Pornhub after that absolute piping they got on the weekend. And on that note, see you later.